Ah, man. Got to see if people coming on. Tell you the truth. Tell you the truth. I'm supposed to start the live at 8:50, but he's like, nah, we starting live now. See what we get. What's going on, everybody? Throwing my big daddies. Yeah, what's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? Can't see this chat. I don't know why I can't see the chat. There we go. I see y'all. What's happening, y'all? Good morning, everybody. Can y'all hear me? Let me know y'all can hear me. Let me know y'all can hear me in the chat. Happy Father's Day, everybody, to all you fathers out there. Happy Father's Day. Real talk. Yo, Raymond, how's my brother? My brother passed away, bro. He passed away a few days ago. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for the Father's Day, for the Father's Day wishes. Can y'all hear me? Yeah, y'all can hear me. Okay, y'all can hear me. Yeah. So it's been a wild ride. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. Um, pardon me that I'm really not up to speed with what's going on with the Cowboys right now because what's going on. Everything really switched from. I wish that dog would shut. Let me stop. God, please be quiet while I'm live, dog. Please. But anyway, yeah, it I got the news. We got the plane tickets, and we was here. No ifs, ands, or buts. We here, and yeah. And for some, we came, we got down here, and my mom was hysterical. The dog trying to talk to me. Word, like, shut up, dude. Come on, man. Get this dog some kibbles, please. Get it a bone or something. But we got down here. My mom was hysterical because my mom, she was the one that was there. You know what I'm saying? She was there every day. Every time he needed to go to dialysis, she was taking him. Every time he needed to go to the hospital, she was taking him. So she was at the nursing home, the rehab. That's where she was at. She was at the rehab. And when he passed, she was holding his hand. And she told us that he opened his eyes before he passed. And pardon me for if I get a little emotional by saying this. She was holding his hand when he passed, but he had opened his eyes, and she told him that she was like, Rick, I want you to know I'll always love you. And he looked at her, and his last words, was love. And then he shut his eyes and he passed away. What's going on, JV? What's going on, man? I don't normally do this on the live, so y'all bear with me, and I'll try not to call, but this right here, this for my bro, man. It's for my bro. I got to put one in the air for my bro. Right now, we've been staying at his house. You know. Yeah, I know Keystone, bro. I know I got to get it out of my system. I do. But um, like while we're in town, we're staying at his house. We're staying at his. He stayed in a mobile home, so we're staying at his place. And we had his daughters come over. He has two daughters, 21 and 24. And his daughters came over, and we just had a good time, memories, and everybody crying together, everybody laughing together. And people were, his daughters were taking pictures off of the wall and everything. And then I look, and I'm like, man, this shit look bare. These walls look bare, yo, like real talk. And it just really, it really made it reality. You know what I'm saying? Um, it just really made it reality. But I'm gonna put y'all on to, I'm gonna put y'all on Gabe when it comes to the reason why I put rehab in quotation marks. You know, y'all remember when I came down here last time? Thank you, big time. Thank you, big time. I truly appreciate you. Y'all know when I came down here last time. And happy Father's Day to all you fathers out there. Happy Father's Day. You know what I'm saying? Happy Father's Day. Thank you, Drew. Thank you, Angie. Thank you, everybody. It's rough, because I've never had to be the strong one. I never had to be the strong one until now, you know, because it was like Bad Boys for Life. I was Will Smith, he was Martin Lawrence. You know what I'm saying? We was that dynamic duo. We was that tag team our entire lives. But needless to say, this ain't reminiscent. I just want to give y'all updates and everything. Happy Father's Day, Roy. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. But y'all remember the last time I was down here? I was making videos from his crib and everything, and going back and forth to the hospital, being there with him. Man, I tell you, that whole time in the hospital is feeding us bullshit. They feeding us bull, y'all. Like when he first went to the hospital and I first got down here, this man could speak. This man could, he knew who I was. Everything was coherent. He had this procedure called an ablation procedure. And what an ablation procedure does is that they stick a catheter in your thigh and goes up into your heart and gives your heart a little shock to put it back on rhythm. You know what I'm saying? They did that. They didn't mention the fact that he could go brain dead after that procedure. They didn't mention that. You know, they say, well, there's a risk of death, but that's not gonna happen. This is gonna happen. It's gonna allow him to get his dialysis, so on and so forth. Right. So the whole time he's in the hospital, he's laying in that bed. He starts to complain that his butt hurts. My butt hurts. My butt hurts. And so it's like, all right, me and my mom are in the damn hospital rotating this guy. You know what I'm saying? We're rotating Rick when when it's the nurse's job to do it. We lifted him up in the bed. We doing all this stuff ourselves while the nurses, they ain't coming. You know what I'm saying? They're not coming. They're not helping. Then after the ablation procedure, he starts to lose all motor functions. He starts to lose his grip. He starts to lose his speech. He was just mumbling. And I'm like, Doc, don't you think we need some imaging? We need an MRI to be conducted after this ablation because he don't seem right now. No, we're not gonna do any imaging. We're not gonna do any imaging because it wouldn't yield any results. Like this man is going downhill right now. What do you mean it wouldn't yield any results? So they didn't do it. It took me, my mom, and my sister. to raise Cain, boy. We raised it down there. And a new doctor was like, you know what? I'm gonna finally, I'm gonna do the imaging. So she did the imaging, found, and I can't remember the medical term for it, but it's somewhere in his brain where his nerves, the coating around his nerves started to dissipate. It started to, degenerate. And that's what was causing the speech problems. That's what was causing the motor functions. And they was like, all he needs is physical therapy. He needs speech therapy, and he's good. Didn't put him on no medication. Didn't put him on no medication for this situation. And his daughter, his oldest daughter, is a CNA. So she's doing her research, and she's like, they're supposed to give him medication. They didn't give it to him. So they told us all he needed was the rehab and everything. We just got to get him to the rehab. We got to get him to the rehab and he'll be all good. Yo, Game Time Brian, I truly appreciate you. Bro, I will become a member on your channel, but I was broke and they said, nope, you ain't got it. And you got insufficient funds in your account, so you can't still be a member. So I will get that whenever I get the bread. I promise you. But right now the bread is kind of intertwined and getting justice for my brother. Like real talk. But needless to say, all that, they gave us hope. They gave my mama hope. The hospital gave my mother hope. All he had to do was go to this rehab center, put the work in, bam, and he is good. And happy Father's Day. Yes, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Happy Father's Day. So they transport him. You really like this. They transport him to the rehab. And tell me, he gets to the rehab and the rehab tells him, I don't know why they sent him here. Miss Sharp, he's dying. That time that I told you that he said that his butt was hurting, a bed sore was forming. They weren't moving him, so a bed sore was forming. He was telling them before it even formed that, ow, I hurt, my butt hurts. They did nothing. So when they sent him to the rehab, that bed sore had turned into a Kennedy ulcer. So if you don't know what a Kennedy ulcer is, that is at the end of life where your skin breaks down. It usually happens at the tailbone, and that's exactly where the bed sore was at his tailbone. So it turned into a Kennedy ulcer. It was breaking down, and that's how they knew he was in the final stages of his life. Happy Father's Day to everybody. And I hate to, Willie T, you just hopping in. Everybody that's just hopping in, that don't know, that haven't seen the live from the previous day, from a few days ago, that my brother passed away, Rick passed away. And there's so much foul play around this. And unfortunately, he didn't have what do you call it? He had insurance, but he didn't have a will. He didn't have you know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm trying to say. He didn't have life insurance. He didn't have life insurance because he felt like he had time. That this was just another one of those experiences where he would bounce back, go back home, and then we could do it there. We could make his living will. We could do all this because the damn hospital was giving us hope, saying that he was going to go home when they knew damn well that he wasn't. They just wanted the bed. And I don't know, who was it? Let me try and go back in the chat real quick. Yeah, Keystone said it. He said, wow, the system is a joke. And I appreciate you. LT Ray, what's going on? Willie, I appreciate you. But this system is a joke. Whether it comes to the medical system, whether it comes to the judicial system, this shit is a joke. Real talk. Like, because it's all a money scheme, especially down here in North Carolina. North Carolina don't give a shit about its people. I'll keep it a buck. Like, I was born and raised down here, but when I was 17, I got out. I got out because I didn't want to be that type. I didn't want to be that type, not knowing what the hell I want to do with my life and being a leech on somebody else's life. So I left when I was 17, sink or swim, by myself, because I knew this place down here, it sucks. It truly does. You know, yeah, yeah, Angie. Yeah. It just seems to me that the money is not in trying to save them. The money wasn't in trying to save him. The money was like, man, there ain't nothing we can do with him. Let's just get him out. Let's just tell him that he's doing good. Send him to the rehab so we can get this bed, so we can get another person in this bed. That's what they did. Pushed him right out, giving us all kinds of hope, when in all actuality, he was dying. How do you do that to a mother, yo? How do you do that to a mother? How do you do that to his daughters? Man, like, the healthcare down here ain't shit, but also the hospital down here ain't shit. So needless to say, um, he didn't have any he didn't have anything to help with his burial. He didn't have anything to, like, life insurance. He didn't have that. Yeah, man. It is. It is game time. It is. So now my whole mission, in life, obviously I'm still gonna do the Angry Cowboys Fan, because he wouldn't want anything different. He wouldn't want anything different. He wouldn't want me to stop, because this happened. Right now, I see he's probably rooting me on. I got a chance to tell him that we broke 10K, and he smiled. He smiled. So he knew that. And now, like I said, man, I told my mom, I was like, man, he up there talking about he want to play Kobe Bryant 1-on-1. You know, you know. So I'm finding solace in a lot of stuff. I'm spending a lot of time with his daughters, and I swear, um, my niece's fiance, he remind me so much of him. He remind me so much of Rick. Like, it just his laid back demeanor, his love for movies and everything. Like, yeah, he's really my brother, kind of reincarnated. But it's created a civil war in the family. Yeah, bro, you're right. You're right. We need to praise God and pray for our brothers and sisters in Christ. You're absolutely right. Angie, I feel like black people pain tolerance is high. Like, we're immune. They feel like real talk. Like, but anyway, my mission in life now is to prove the negligence that this hospital, like, the lack of care that they gave my brother. For a month, he didn't eat. What's going on, Marcus? What's going on with you? For a month, this man didn't eat, and no feeding tubes went into him. Being a diabetic, being on dialysis, you need the nutrients and the proteins and stuff like that from your food in order to heal that bed sore. They wasn't giving them any type of nutrients. The only drip that they had on them was an insulin drip because of the diabetes. So needless to say, there's a lot of negligence that's going on, and I need help in proving it. I need help in proving it. I'm not talking about like lawyer fees and shit like that. Like, no. Because pretty much in a wrongful death suit, if you can get a lawyer to take the case, they don't get paid unless you get paid. So, you know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing to do with that. It's the fact of giving my brother a proper burial. It's the fact of being able to get the autopsy, because right now they're ready to just flame on. You know what I'm saying? They're ready to just get the cremation done, and it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? I ain't having that, because once you get the cremation done, you have destroyed all evidence. Destroyed it all. So no, right now my brother's in the freezer while his family does everything that they can to raise the money to get this autopsy. Like he, what my brother left, he left just enough to put him in an urn. As far as the autopsy, we ain't got that money. You know, what's going on, Marcus? But we ain't got that money. So his daughters, Savannah and Riley, they started a GoFundMe. You know, asked everybody in the family, do they believe that this is a good idea? You know, we don't want to seem like grifters or seem like we're begging people. You know, nobody wants to seem like that. But damn it, I'm desperate. You know, justice for my brother. I'm desperate. I'm gonna make a fucking OnlyFans. You know, I got to do whatever I got to do in order to get this bread, so I can prove that that hospital was negligent. That hospital deserves to be outed. Like this is not the first time, and the reason why I am on this whole crusade, this ain't the first time. This ain't the first time this hospital has taken one of mine. You know what I'm saying? To this day, I don't know what my sister died from. To this day, I don't know what my dad died from. And now my brother, third time's a charm. I'm not having it. So I got to do whatever I got to do in order to get the money up that needs to be raised so we can get this autopsy. Real talk. Real talk. And like the super chats and shit like that, that's great. That is great. I truly appreciate everybody that does that. But I don't know if I'm gonna run out of time. You know what I'm saying? The super chats and everything come once a month, and that's usually the 24th. They're keeping them for 14 days. They're keeping them for 14 days. After 14 days, it goes to $25 a day to keep them in the freezer. So it's like, all right, our back is against the wall. Right now we have $1,500. We need 4,500 more. Not asking y'all to do anything, not asking y'all to help, you know, not coming on here and saying, I really need you guys' help, even though I would definitely appreciate it if anybody could, but I'm not begging. You know, I don't want to seem like I'm begging. I just want my brother to have a proper burial. I want him to have justice because he deserves it. Like his family deserves to know that somebody has been held liable. You know what I'm saying? They deserve it. We deserve it. Like it was, you know, it's good to see everybody. Good to see his kids, his ex-wife, things like that. Everybody was there. You know, my boys from 11 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like we've kept in contact this entire time. So been friends for over 30 years. But yeah, they've really been there to help me. They've donated to the GoFundMe for my nieces, and I did put the link to it in the description if anybody just felt you know, felt the compassion to be like, yo, I ain't gonna send them a super chat, but I'll send them this. You know what I'm saying? For the family, because I don't give a shit, man. Once I get paid from YouTube, it ain't much, and don't get it twisted, it ain't much. It's like probably $300. I'll keep it 100. You know, so that 300 that goes to the cause. You know, that goes to the cause. Um, have I reached out to the local media to see if they have resources? Okay, I haven't. I haven't. Oh, GoFundMe takes 30%. God, dog. See, I knew it. I knew it. I asked. I was like, how much do they take? And Somebody say, I don't think it's that much, like 10%. You know what I'm saying? Oh no, YouTube. Oh, okay. Yeah. Thank you, Roy. Thank you, Roy. Thank you, Cowboys Nation 600. Sorry that I lost my brother. Yeah, because this was preventable. This was preventable. But the GoFundMe link is in the description. You know what I'm saying? If you're following me on X and everything, TikTok, I shared the link over there as well. We just need help, and I mean, I know that the higher ups of the hospital ain't gonna be walking out in handcuffs. I understand that, but my thing is, I feel like his spirit to me can be put to rest. No more questions asked. We know that somebody has been held liable. That's what I'm talking about. The fuck? Anyway, that's what I'm talking about. Like, they have been outed to the public. People know this hospital ain't what it is. You know what I'm saying? This hospital ain't where it's at. Like people say, people move to Florida. People move to Florida to retire. People go to this hospital to die. I'm gonna keep it a buck, and I hate to be so morbid on Father's Day. Each and every one of you fathers, happy Father's Day, and I'm gonna keep it real. Like, y'all gonna help me through this grievance process. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna need your help in this grievance process. Real talk. I don't wanna. How do I do that? I don't even know how to type on this. How do I do this? No, I don't want no Q&As and stuff. I don't even know how to type in this. This is crazy. Y'all can tell I'm old. I'm old school. I don't know how to type. The Cash App is in the description of the live. It's in the description of the video. Angie, thank you. Well, as I'm sitting here looking how to comment, bam, got it. It's ACF DC4. Nope, DC4L, DC4L, not AL, DC4L. How do I don't create a post? See, this shit is crazy. I can't even type. Message. I can't type. I can't reply. But anyhow, yeah, man. Oh shit. I swear, y'all. Hold on, let's see something. I swear, y'all. Like and stray cats and there was this one time, y'all seen that road down there, that windy road that's down there. The last time I was down here, I was sitting here on the porch just watching, and down the road, like down this road right here, the one down there, down that road, I seen a damn raccoon, and the raccoon was walking like it had like a hump in his back, like it had just got off work and his back was hurting. I was like, I watched it go the whole way, and it was walking like cars would come, and he was like, it's whatever, man. I'm just trying to get home. My feet hurt. I swear, bro. I I know the neighbors thought I was crazy because I sat here and started dying. Like, I was out here rolling, but but yeah, I'm really gonna ask you guys for your help, and just getting through this, because trying to be strong for the entire family, where do the strong ones go? Who do the strong ones talk to? Who do the strong ones break down to? I think it's so if y'all who's following me on different social media, who has my number, things like that, it's like expect a text. expect a call. Like, I'm gonna need you. I'm gonna need you. So I don't want to take up everybody's time. Like I said, I got to catch up. I got to catch up on what's going on with the Cowboys. I know that minicamp has ended, but I got to catch up on the Cowboys. But this obviously it took precedent. Yeah, Drew, like Drew's been in my my text message this whole time. I appreciate you, Drew. So if anybody asks why a Philadelphia Eagles fan has a wrench, Drew's a real one. He is a real one. That's why he has a wrench. He's been in my DMs this whole time. Ever since my brother went into the hospital last time. So is Angie. Carlito Cash. The Basement Boys, Hoodie Kush. Those guys have been in my DMs. And I know there's some people that I'm missing. And I hate to list people like that. And JVB Boy. Like, whether it's a comment, things like that, whether it's a super chat, like, bro, I'm just praying for you. I'm thinking about you. Bam. I knew that they were there, and y'all really got my best interest at heart, and I can't be more happier. And thank you guys for checking in on me, because this is extremely hard to have to sit there and like hug my mom, because my mom just lost her best friend. My mom just lost her son. They did everything together. If she goes and eats at Golden Corral, she's just gonna have memories of him, because they always used to go there. They go to the IHOP. Like she went to the IHOP. Like, what was it? The day before yesterday, we went to IHOP, and that's where they used to go. And here I am like a dumbass. My mom and my wife sit on one side, and I sit on the other, and I leave like a complete space on my side, and I look over, and it looked as if we were missing somebody. It looked as if we were missing somebody. So I moved over into the middle of the seat so that I could kind of definitively put in my mind that nobody else was coming, that it was just us three. So that was one of those times where it's like, it's real. It's real. My best friend since 11, Sin, like, he's been here every day. Like, because the same week he lost people, and I'm not gonna put all his business out there, but this past week has been a week of loss for our family, for my best friends, Sin and Quintel. Like, we lost our buddy last year to, self-deletion. So, like, that's why I'm so passionate about the Dallas Cowboys. Let me see something. Let me see if I can get on my computer and go into the live. My shit is, my computer dying. I can't see. All right, hold on, y'all. My bad. Okay, here we go. Damn, boy, it just got super hot. What the hell? Man, it just got super duper hot. I ain't used to this. Lord have mercy. Look at me. I look like I'm 80 years old trying to look at this shit. All right, let's go. Here we go. I think I'm in there like swimwear. All right. Hey, you guys, let's do this. All right. One thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to pin not not my Cash App. I'm going to pin the GoFundMe link because I want, and you can do it as anonymous, but if you do it as anonymous, then I know that it's you. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, but I would rather do it that way. And if you've already sent a Cash App, I truly appreciate you. I'm not saying, oh, you did it wrong. No, no. But I think for the family's sake, it going to the GoFundMe keeps a record, lets the family know that people were really out there being superheroes. So I just pinned the GoFundMe up there, and I tell y'all, if you got a light heart, it's probably gonna make you cry. It's probably gonna make you cry because it made me cry. Like, real talk, it made me. Oh my god! Like, and then on TikTok, the TikTok generated something, and what it generated, I'm like, oh my goodness, man! Like, get out of my head, But and then my boy made a song. Oh, like when we listened to that song, me, my mom, and my wife were in the kitchen, and we were listening to the song in my brother's kitchen. It's just bawling, just bawling. And it was the things that the song was saying, and what it was saying. It's like, man, you're in my head. God, you're in my head. But at the same time, I can see how it was from my boy Sin, because my boy Sin and Rick, they saw each other more than me and Rick did. They hung out more than me and Rick did because I live 900 miles away. But every night, and that's one of the reason I will tell you this, Angry Cow. Oh man, hey, yo, Sin is in here, yo. Yo, that is my family. Yo, Sin has been here. Like, that song, like I was saying, that song, it could be projected as, I could take it as like, okay, that's how I feel. But no, that was how he felt, because they had spent so much time together. Like, me and my brother, like, what we would do, and the reason why you wouldn't see the Angry Cowboys Fan really go live at like 9 o'clock at night. It was very seldom that I'd be live at 7, unless me and Junkie was, doing a game, live streaming a game. I was on the phone with Rick. I was on the phone with Sin. We would get on Skype almost every night and hit the record button and just talk. And Sin came over here, and the conversations that we would have, it would be like, we would look at, I'd start the conversation at 7:30, and 7:30 at night, and it wouldn't end till like 2 in the morning. So we got countless videos of that, of just hearing Rick's voice and hearing his laugh and stuff like that. And he just came over the other day and he just dumped all that on my hard drive. Like, yo, we got over 100 hours of Rick. So we'll be laughing at things we remember him saying, but forgot that he said, you know what I'm saying? So his memory will definitely live on. But my main focus My main, thank you. Thank you. Spoke Spock can save me. Yo, thank you. Thank you so much. And like I said, that's not I don't want to come off. I don't want to come off like you hit the cash out. No, you don't want to hit the cash out. I want his daughters to know that their plan for the GoFundMe worked. You know what I'm saying? So hitting the GoFundMe and not the Cash App is eliminating the middleman. Because when y'all hit the Cash App, the only thing I'm gonna do is send it from the Cash App to the GoFundMe. You know what I'm saying? So my wife's gonna, well, somebody did it. Babe, I'm gonna tell you this while I'm telling them this. That $15 that put us at 1,500. That was from somebody from the Angry Cowboys Fan family, but they sent it and wanted to be anonymous. So I put it through the Cash App and put it anonymous. So she says thank you. But yeah, thank you, Rhonda. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. I don't want to. I've been long-winded and everything, and like I said, I just want to keep it. I want to keep it real with y'all. I want to keep y'all in the loop as to what's going on, because if you can give your prayers, and if you could give your time and all that stuff, you can give your caring, then you deserve to get filled in on what's going on. You know what I'm saying? You deserve to know what's going on. And I want to be unfiltered with you in letting you know what's going on. And right now, I just think there's some bullshit going on. Rick's favorite movie was The Avengers. And I'll be damned, I won't avenge him. You know what I'm saying? I'll be damned if I don't avenge him. But y'all, I'm going to go ahead, end it here. Like I said, I'm going to keep y'all in the loop. So I'll probably be going live a little bit more just to let y'all know. I'm going to brush up on my Cowboys stuff, because just with this happening, everything went family. Everything went family. So I will brush up on my Cowboy stuff, give my perspective, my raw and uncuts and everything. But in between, I will be informing you guys on what's going on, what happened with Rick. And we're going to get justice. It's hot as mother. Well, it's hot out here. I'm over here sweating, man. I ain't used to this. It's 60 up where I'm at. But I'm going to keep y'all in the loop. I truly thank each and every one of y'all. And once I get some cowboy stuff, we're going to get on here. We're going to discuss. But I will update you at the same time. I don't even know how to stop these lives. I'll keep it a buck with you. I don't even know how to stop these things. We're going to be going live forever. Nah, but I'm going to go ahead and end it. And Sin, if you still in here, man, yeah, hit the like. Like I say, hit the like. Hit the like. But most importantly, hit the like. But if you got siblings, if you got your parents, if you still have your parents, you got kids. Happy Father's Day, by the way. If you got friends that are, that the only reason why you haven't talked to each other is because you haven't picked up the phone, and it ain't like we run into the corner to the payphone anymore. They right in our pockets. You know what I'm saying? They are right in our pockets. And one thing that my brother, and you're gonna see play out on the Angry Cowboys Fan, one thing he spoke to me about, and I think I may have this recorded. He was like, you know what you should do at the end of your videos? Because when I go into the Madden 25 or college football 25 gameplay, then I say something about the Cowboys. He was like, you should say something positive. Send a message. Give people a message to leave the video with. I mean, it could be about the Cowboys, but let it be a life lesson. And that hit home. So I'm gonna do that. So with the excuses that we give ourselves not to reach out, not to reach out to family, not to reach out to friends, we don't have the excuse. We got the phones in our pockets. So just keep in touch with your people. Let them know that you love them. If you see them in a struggle, fight with them. Don't fight against them. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't know what people are going through, and we got to be there to help them. We got to be there to lift them, and we got to be there to be advocates for them. Right now, my brother can't be an advocate in saying that they messed up. He can't be that right now, but I can be that. You know, I can expose the fact that they're trying to tell a grieving mother one thing when it's completely opposite. You know, sin, I'll holler at you later. But thanks to each and every one of y'all for tuning in. I know this wasn't Dallas Cowboys. I know this wasn't what the typical thing should be, but like I said, you guys deserve to be in the loop because you're in the loop. All right, y'all. I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.